Good, happy Saturday morning, May 2nd, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. Rise and shine, everyone. Let's get this Saturday off to a good start. Sit back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. But first, we're going to begin with the news. We're going to start with your local news first. First up in your local news, officials announce 9 more deaths attributed to COVID-19 in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
When you cut lawns for a living, reliability matters. The Kubota commercial lineup, with purpose-built mowers like the Z700, SZ, and W Series, decrease down.
And Adam, New Hampshire is seeing its highest single-day total for new cases at 164. But despite that, health officials are optimistic about the numbers. And that's because with more testing, the numbers are expected to remain on kind of a plateau here. But the state says there are early signs of a slow decrease in community transmission and daily hospitalizations. Health officials say the vast majority of patients in hospitals are non-COVID related, adding that facilities have been able to manage potential capacity issues. But the older and more vulnerable population continues to remain a major concern. 9 new deaths were announced today, all of them in long-term care facilities.
It still highlights the ongoing work that we have to do to protect those in long-term care and nursing facilities, in congregate living settings, where these outbreaks are really devastating.
And now, as parts of the economy start to slowly reopen, Dr. Chan says it is so important to continue to socially distance, or if you can't, then wear a face covering. Reporting live in Concord, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your coronavirus in New Hampshire important information. Let's take a look at that right now. COVID-19 in New Hampshire. There are 2,310 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,091,038 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 81 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 270 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 64,203 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows you where cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. In Windham, 29 cases of COVID-19. This chart here shows you new cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations. And in the red are the deaths. In this chart here, current cases in New Hampshire. In the purple, total current COVID-19 cases. And in the orange, current hospitalizations. In this chart here, cumulative totals. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths. In blue, recovered. And this chart here shows you by age group. This chart here shows you sex, female and male. And this chart here shows you risk information. This chart here shows you race/ethnicity of cases. And this chart here shows you percent of New Hampshire population. And your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing. How it spreads. And prevention tips. Outdoor dining, haircuts, camping allowed with new restrictions under the new order. New stay-at-home order allows some businesses to reopen if they take COVID-19 precautions. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Beltate's building supply has been classified an essential business, and we take this responsibility very seriously. Now you have the option to place your orders via phone or email to orders@beltates.com for free delivery or curbside pickup. Stay safe because you matter to us.
It's called Stay at Home 2.0, an attempt to safely reactivate parts of New Hampshire's economy that have been under COVID-19 restriction. Public health officials will be watching closely to see if the moves unleash a new wave of infections.
It could be 2, possibly up to 3 weeks before we would see an increase if one was going to happen.
Starting right away, campgrounds will be restricted to only New Hampshire residents, and towns will be empowered to close their public campgrounds. On May 4th, hospitals will be allowed to resume certain time-sensitive care procedures like MRIs or CT scans and certain procedures for chronic pain and medical testing. On May 11th, golf courses will be allowed to reopen with restrictions. Participation will be limited to New Hampshire residents and members of private clubs. Use of clubhouses will be prohibited. Also on May 11th, barbers and hair salons will be allowed to reopen, serving customers by reservation only with limited open chairs and PPE required. And on May 11th, retail will be allowed to reopen with 50% occupancy and PPE for employees. Restaurants will get their shot at a very limited reopening on May 18th. Takeout services will be augmented by outdoor seating only. Tables must be 6 feet apart, seating no more than 6 people per table, and servers must wear face coverings.
We're just not at the point where we're comfortable allowing the indoor seating just yet, but that's probably a next step, hopefully in the near future.
In terms of the virus itself, today public health officials announced they're starting to see some positive trends in the data related to this pandemic, even as the death toll in long-term care facilities continues to add up.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, coronavirus live updates for the rest of the world. U.S. surpasses 65,000 COVID-19 deaths. There are more than 1.1 million diagnosed cases in America. Today's biggest developments. U.S. surpasses 65,000 deaths. Mississippi extends stay-at-home order. Joe Biden denies sexual assault allegation. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
For 2020 tonight, Joe Biden this evening breaking his silence after an accusation of sexual assault. And President Trump today saying about Biden, in a way, I'm sticking up for him. Here's Mary Bruce.
Addressing the allegations of sexual assault for the first time publicly, Joe Biden today with an emphatic denial.
Would you please go on the record with the American people? Did you sexually assault Tara Reid?
No, it is not true. I'm saying unequivocally, it never happened. And it didn't. It never happened.
Tara Reid was a staff assistant in Biden's Senate office in 1993 when she says he assaulted her. She's detailed the alleged incident in interviews with ABC News and other outlets, including Democracy Now!
I was up against the wall, and I remember his hands underneath my blouse and underneath my skirt, and his fingers penetrating me as he was trying to kiss me, and I was pulling away.
Reid tells us that at the time she complained to the Senate Personnel Office that Biden had, quote, made her feel uncomfortable. But she says she did not mention an assault, and she has no record of the complaint. She says she shared similar concerns with 3 other staffers in Biden's office. All 3 of those staffers tell ABC News that's not true. Biden prides himself on being an advocate for women's rights and is adamant that women should be heard. Today, he was pressed on why this complaint against him is different.
Women are to be believed given the benefit of the doubt. And there's so many inconsistencies in what has been said in this case. So yes, look at the facts. And I assure you, it did not happen.
Biden is now calling for any record of the complaint to be released.
So I'm asking the Secretary of the Senate today to identify whether any such document exists. If it does, make it public.
But he says he will not make public his Senate papers housed at the University of Delaware.
They don't contain any personnel files. They're public records.
Reid's allegations have been heavily promoted by President Trump's campaign, but today the president seemed to come to Biden's defense.
I guess in a way you could say I'm sticking up for him.
The president, who has been accused by multiple women of sexual assault, including rape, says his rival may be falsely accused.
I would just say to Joe Biden, just go out and fight it.
And Joe Biden has just sent a letter to the Senate officially asking that they search for any alleged complaint and that they make public what they find, including any complaint and all of the related documents. David.
All right, Mary Bruce, our thanks to you again tonight.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Your weather right now is sunny, 49 degrees. Your weather for today, sunny to partly cloudy, high 66 degrees. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life segment. In today's New Hampshire Life segment, both siblings make and donate face shields for healthcare workers. Brother's sister began project after parents got COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you...
This isn't what siblings from Bow expected to do when they were sent home for online classes in March. Their parents are both healthcare workers on the front lines in Concord. Their dad a doctor, mom a nurse, and they both got COVID-19.
We took an unexpected and definitely unwelcome trip to the ER. My dad was in the ER Friday, and then Saturday my mom woke up with a fever, and then Sunday we got test results back saying they were positive.
So Matthew, Paul, and Mary put their heads together and decided to make face shields to protect healthcare workers like their parents.
Made a prototype, asked our parents or healthcare workers, what do you think of this fit? How does that feel? How can this be improved? And after a bunch of different prototypes, we finally came up with the one that Matthew has right here.
Several dozen face shields were sent to Concord Hospital, and now that their parents are both fully recovered, they plan to up production.
The end goal is to be able to produce enough face shields so that we can distribute many of them to hospitals in our surrounding areas.
Paul and Mary are no strangers to startup ventures. They're members of the College of Holy Cross's student-run incubator and helped launch Willox, a company creating what they call a long-lasting hand sanitizer due out in a few weeks.
And we're very thankful for everyone that's supported us so far.
Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. We are going to go into a cooking segment now. Bam Bam Bakery shares gluten-free chocolate peanut butter cake recipe. Sounds yummy. Let's take a look at that video from Good Morning America.
Now to our series
open for business, showcasing small restaurants across the country and showing you how to make some of their most popular dishes. This morning, we're heading to Bam Bam Bakery in Portland, Maine, and learning how to make their popular gluten-free vegan chocolate peanut butter cake. Take a look.
Good morning, America.
The mornings are always good here at Bam Bam Bakery, where owner Tina Cromwell has served delicious gluten-free pastries for the past 3 years.
We started this as something that the kids would maybe possibly have to call their own.
From cinnamon rolls to 3-tier cakes, Bam Bam's wide array of desserts and baked goods have made it a Portland sweet spot.
We've got mixers going and timers going off and music cranking out front and people talking.
Since March, COVID restrictions eliminated all of Tina's daily foot traffic. Her once bustling bakery, now bare. She's staying busy with pickup orders and teamed up with a local coffee company to deliver her treat to healthcare workers at Portland's clinics. One of the local favorites, Bam Bam's famous chocolate peanut butter cake.
Take 2 8-inch cake pans and put a little baking spray on there, non-stick spray. We are going to put in a cup and a half of brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of water, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and 2 1/4 cups of applesauce. We're going to take a gluten-free all-purpose flour and some high-quality cocoa powder. We get this little combination. This has xanthan gum, it has baking powder, baking soda, and salt in it, as well as a baking soda. Just divide it between the two and put it into 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Best way to test if they're done, just put a toothpick in there and it pulls out and it's clean. These are going to fully cool and then they're ready to be frosted.
And Bam Bam Bakery owner Tina Cromwell joins us live. Tina, thank you so much for your time. I know you got to frost that cake to finish it off, but this is such a difficult time for small businesses everywhere. What do you need to support your business right now?
Well, we just need a little bit of, confidence. Obviously, people trusting us enough to keep our doors open, keep the orders coming in. We are bare bones staffed right now, but we've been getting some people some pretty amazing treats.
Well, we know you're in Portland, Maine, but there are people around the country who would love to have what you're cooking. So we've got your back. Goldbelly is an online delivery platform, and they have agreed to partner with you so you can ship your desserts nationwide. They're actually setting up your page right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
So we hopefully that helps your business, and I think I'm going to go on and order that cake for my cheat meal.
Yeah, a lot of people be happy with the shipping. They've been asking, so that's great. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. You can get that's going to be my cake that I'm ordering, so you can start frosting that up for me right now. We appreciate it. And for everybody
we're just doing this frosting. Is the only thing we got left? You want to see the cake?
Yes, what we got? Finished product. There we go.
Oh, here comes Michaela.
Oh, I like the finish.
That's my wingman.
You got confetti coming from her. Tina, thank you so much. That was awesome. We appreciate you and your time. And if you are in the Portland, Maine area, be sure to stop by Bam Bam Bakery, and you can get the recipe for their chocolate peanut butter cake on GoodMorningAmerica.com.
Well, hey there, Gene.
Very cool. Looks like a yummy cake. I love cake. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, watch Kylie Jenner and Kourtney Kardashian clash over Christmas plans on Keeping Up with the Kardashian episode. Take a look at that video from Entertainment Tonight.
I'm so happy Kourtney decided to host Christmas Eve, but they're still deciding where they want to spend Christmas morning. It's going to be interesting. It's like the battle of the Christmas mornings. Like, who's going to win?
Ho, ho, ho. It's the battle of Christmas morning.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Christmas. Yeah, apparently that's a thing for the KardashianJenners.
And also making it like super kid, like all about the kids. I'm there to get up.
In a sneak peek at the upcoming episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney, Khloe, and Kylie butt heads over how the fam should spend Christmas morning.
My goal is to make it a little bit more homey instead of over-the-top commercial, like Ralph Lauren. We brought some ideas.
Okay.
Woods, like candles.
Oh, I love that. Well, I just love how homey our old ones were. Even
That's what I said. Kourt graciously offered to host the family's annual Christmas Eve party, but what she really wants is Christmas morning at her place.
So I missed the Christmas morning talk.
Kourtney's not giving this up. It really means a lot to me, and I would love to keep it at my house. More than the party. I don't care to have the party at my house, but I'm happy to if you guys want it there.
In swoops Kylie, who's not exactly here for Kourt's reindeer games.
I know no one agrees and no one cares, but I'm gonna do my Christmas morning at like my house and then meet you guys.
But you want Stormy by herself, not with her cousins?
It just doesn't make sense that Santa only goes to Kourtney's house.
Yeah, Kylie's here to deck her own halls, guys.
The best part about Christmas morning for me growing up was Santa visits your house. Like, that's why you love it at your house.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. I just want that for Stormy.
And Khloe, she's on Kourt's sleigh. Side. Sorry, guys. I can't help myself with all these Christmas puns.
For me, for selfish reasons, it's just me and True. So I'm like,
it's just me
big
and
old
Stormy.
family. You have 12 million friends that stay with you at all times. You're telling me Stas won't be with you. You have people. Tristan, I mean, he's working.
Yeah.
So then I'm like,
Santa visits our house. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, damn. She just said that's what it's gonna be.
That's what it's gonna be.
Note to self, don't ever jingle Kylie's bells. Perhaps it's that boss attitude that made her a 22-year-old freaking billionaire.
I'm having fun.
Anyway, Khloe had a point about Kylie having 12 million friends around the house all the time, especially her bestie Stassi. While the makeup mogul has been in quarantine amid the coronavirus pandemic,
Guys, happy self-quarantine.
she's had a lot of fun with her BFF. The two hung out at Kylie's brand new $36.5 million LA crash pad on Monday, where they lounged by the pool, danced, worked,
Fed them to tigers, they snacking.
and TikToked their asses off.
this is the land of your people. This is not the land. This is Glendale.
They totally trolled Kylie's famous family by recreating some iconic Keeping Up scenes.
My earring's gone!
Are you
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring!
Yeah, like that one.
My diamond earring came up in the ocean and it's gone. And there's people that are dying.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today. It is a look at the celebrity birthdays for today, and happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And that does it for this morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Thank you for watching this edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. Goodbye.